2007 Jaguar S-Type is the 2.7 litre diesel model. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. As you can see, it's a metallic silver. And again, as is important with all silver cars, it is all one colour. It hasn't had a bad paint on the door or a funny match on a roof. It is all one shade of silver, so we're off to a good start to begin with. Let's start by having a look at the bodywork. We'll start on this front driver's corner. So if we start here again, if we look down the side of the car, all nice and straight. You do have a small scuff at the bottom of the front splitter, and there's a little bit of a stone chip there. And then there's a it's had a slight touch in just here on the arch where it's obviously been sort of caught on something potentially. The arch itself's all nice and clean. Got a tiny little bubble at the bottom there. And it's got 17-inch wheels on it, which I believe have recently had tyres as well. They all look to be quite new. Going down this driver's side, you've got a little chip in the paint just here. But the sill cover and everything's all nice and clean. It's not been jacked up wrong or anything like that. Going down this side of the car, all nice and tidy, nice and clean. Nothing to really worry about. Again, a good arch there, nice and clean. Even the edges of the doors and stuff, they haven't been opened on other cars or anything like that, nice and tidy. The roof is all nice and straight. It's not covered in sort of hail damage or anything like that. There's no marks on it. There's no stone chips on this leading edge at the top of the windscreen. We do have a chip just on the window trim on the driver's door, but the rest of it on this side is all good. This one's got the black pack, so it's got the black around the windows rather than the chrome, which I personally prefer. I think it just freshens the car up a bit. On the rear here, both tail lights, nice and bright, no cracks or anything in those. There has been what looks like a smart repair on this corner here, so it's just a little bit matte, if you can see on the camera there. It's obviously had the bumper sort of scuffed, and it's had a repair. It does have parking sensors on the back, and it has got a tow bar with electrics fitted. But it's a 2.7 litre diesel. It's actually the same engine that you get in Discovery, so they've got loads of torque, so they're probably very good for towing with. Little mark here, just where there's been a bit of bird poo or something left out for too long. Right, now going down the passenger side again, looking down the side of the car, nice and straight, it's not wavy, anything like that. You've got a small mark at the bottom of the bumper there. Another good arch. And sill on this side again. It's not been jacked up wrong or anything like that. This passenger door has a very small mark just there. Front passenger door, nice and tidy. That's just it. No scuffs or anything on the wing mirror. Again, you can have a look at the roof from another angle. That's all nice and straight. These pillars are good, no stone chips or anything on those. And then this front passenger wing, another good arch. As with all S-types, the headlights need a polish. They are a little bit milky. They'll polish up lovely. Nice bit on these is you can get the bonnet up so you can get right around the side as well. You don't have to worry about catching the paint. Little scuff on that bumper corner there, tiny little one. Other than that, all tidy. Got one or two little stone chips, but really nothing major. And there's a little sort of ding from a stone there that's been touched in, but really nothing major at all. For its age, really, really clean. Nice, tidy bodywork. It's good to see. Then onto the interior. It doesn't have the cream interior. Silver cream seems to look wrong to me. So this one's got the nice black interior, and it's got the more fresh looking wood as opposed to the bright red wood. This seat is nice and clean. Tiny little bit of wear on the bead there from the seat belt, but other than that, nothing to worry about. Top of the dash and everything's good. Spec wise, we've got we've got heated seats, aircon, steering wheel controls, cruise. Yeah, I think, what else we got? Yeah, that's about right. Again, we'll detail whatever else we know in the description as well. Got that boot for later on. Rams on the boot are good, it pops straight up, which is always good. Nice clean door card on the rear here. There's a little mark here, but I do think, looking at it, it might just clean off. It's like something's been stuck to it or something like that. But the rest of the rear seats, lovely and clean. The backs of the seats, not been kicked or anything like that. Surprisingly, the headlining is good. It's been a long time since I've seen an S-Type or this sort of era Jag without saggy headlining. Always good to see. Into the boot, all nice and clean in here. Like I say, those rams are really good. Boot just flies straight up. It's always useful when you do it off the key or off the button, so you don't have to put your shopping down. This side in the rear again, another good door card. And there's no wear at all to really notice, to be fair. Lovely and clean. And then this front passenger seat, nice and tidy, as is the dash and everything in front of you. We'll have a look under the bonnet, we'll fire it up as well. So like I say, 2.7 litre engines, same engine that Jaguar put in the Land Rover Discovery and the Range Rover Sport. So in the S-Type, it actually turns out to be quite a quick engine. So fire it up, it's done. 91,000 miles. I've got no warning lights on apart from my light because I've got the driver's door open and I haven't got my seatbelt on. And as you heard there, very little, or in fact no chain rattle, no smoke on startup. I did briefly take it down the road. It sort of, the turbo spools up right, the gearbox feels good. Does feel like a nice car. Not toppy as you can hear on some of these engines. So obviously a sign it's been well looked after. There's not a lot to sort of see in here really, it's all covered in plastic, but at least you can see that there's definitely an engine in there. So there you have it, 2007 S-Type. Any questions, please get in touch.